welcome to Mission Possible, the podcast that celebrates and highlights the stories of immigrant entrepreneurs in Australia. Today, I am with Juliana Dark. She is originally from Brazil and has been in Australia for the last 15 years. She is a successful mobile travel agent focusing on luxury family holidays at a global level. Today, Juliana will share with us some of her knowledge and experience as an international entrepreneur in Australia. Welcome to the program, Juliana. Thank you so much for being here with us and accepting our invitation. I understand that you are in Newcastle, like myself, where I am in Lake Macquarie. Juliana, tell me a little bit more about yourself. What's your story here in Australia and in Newcastle?
Hi, Felipe. Thanks for the invitation. Yeah, I'm based in Newcastle. I first arrived in Australia living in Sydney. Came to work with international students, bringing Brazilian students to work in Australia and study. Um, so I had a business visa and I was working for the company that I used to work in Brazil. It's a Brazilian educational travel agent. Yeah, then I lived there for 2 years, met an Australian man from Newcastle, and yeah, moved here. Has always been working on the travel industry. I actually came to Australia when I was 18 years old for the first time as an international student, and I lived with an Australian family on the Gold Coast. And since then, Australia has been on my mind, and always loved this part of the world. Dream to come back and here I am, married with an Aussie and have my child, my dogs, my life. It's all here now on the other side of the planet, a bit far from my other part of the family, but yeah, I love the life here.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, we're lucky here. We have a great lifestyle. And tell me, what motivates you to start your own business?
Oh, I have been working in a luxury cruise travel agent in Newcastle for 9 years, while before became a mother, and then after part time as well. And then COVID came, and then all the tourism and cruise was very uncertain. Nobody knew what was going to happen. So I, yeah, lost my job, was made redundant. And with the redundancy, I had the opportunity to do some work and find out what else I could do with my life, because I have always worked with tourism and educational travel. And I did work then during COVID for 2 years with community service and disability, helping people. But I always try to incorporate a bit of tourism there, taking them out in a day trips and helping people with disabilities to have some fresh air, see different stuff, go to museums, art galleries, go to the beach, put your feet in the sand, feel the ocean, anything that would make them feel better and learn something new. It was a big learning. And after that, I started working as a corporate travel agent, came back to tourism then, work for a while. And then I realized, yeah, I had a fair bit of experience in all areas of tourism, educational, luxury. I was a medical travel agent for doctors and the health system in New South Wales, and corporate for people that work and travel all the time, organizing their trip. And I decided to, yeah, to do the leisure, and it's been great. It's been lovely. I'm still learning, because leisure and holidays are different, and there's so many different parts of the world. You can't, it's more or less, I love traveling. I've been in a lot of places and countries, and I always love traveling and discovering more. There's always some place that people ask you, "Oh, I want to go to there and do this." I was like, "Ooh, let me see." So I love this that I learn as with the clients, and I love seeing they coming back relaxed and real like I had a magical time. I learned. I think travel, change people and make them, learn, get out of the comfort zone as well. Because not everything, like sometimes doesn't go as planned. The flight can be delayed, or someone can get sick, and that's when you have to be resilient and learn that not everything is perfect in every country like it is in Australia, because we are very fortunate to live in a first world country that's safe and the health system works perfectly. And if you hire a service, it will be there on time. Um, so I think travel, it makes you a little bit more like learn that different cultures treat things differently, and yeah, and you got to be more flexible when come back home, a bit more grateful, and um, realizing that we are very fortunate to live here.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Juliana, yeah, I was going to ask you that. So you not only organize the trip for them or the itinerary, but you also help your customers to solve problems while they're away. Is that
Oh,
correct?
absolutely. That's what I'm here for. Because yeah, I
Yeah.
think
Okay.
with the internet, everyone can book a hotel, can book a flight, but um, yeah, if you gotta be smart and have the attention to detail and have some time to read all the requirements of each country, all the culture, and what it changes, and all the details, and if something happens, what am I going to do? So I think these days, if you hire a travel agent, it's the client service and the support that it's going to make a difference. Not only the my knowledge and my team, because I am associated with a great travel agent in Newcastle, and we have a team of everyone that's really well travel and knowledge. So if I haven't been to I don't know, Papua New Guinea, and I'm sending a client, I have a colleague that has been and knows how do we have, where to book, where to stay, how do we have to handle with suppliers if something happens on ground. We have a contact there. We have people that will look after my client. So that's the difference of a travel agent. Is not buying a trip, it's paying a service for someone that has the experience, the knowledge, and will be there to help you if anything happens, before, during the trip, and after the trip. And
Yeah,
that's my
interesting, interesting. Because I have the view as a travel agent, as the person that organize your flight tickets, and that's it. I mean, there's no much about it. When you go to these agencies, like what's the name of the agencies? Um, yeah, there's multiple online agencies, but they just organize your tickets. But you go beyond that. You organize everything, and you make sure that all the potential issues are covered. So that's interesting. That's new for me. Um, so Juliana, in what sort of challenges have you faced as an immigrant entrepreneur in Australia, and how did you overcome them?
Oh, there's many.
Yeah.
There was, and there still is. I think, well, once you decide to leave your home country, to leave your family, you have to bear in mind that it's gonna be hard. It's not easy. It's getting out totally of your comfort zone, from the food you're gonna eat every day, from people that gonna not gonna understand you, the support you have, and
mm,
every single step is hard, especially professionally.
mm,
Which I was graduated. I had a good position in Brazil, management, and I had my own travel agent. So when once I decided to uh, came to Australia for work, and then I left that company in Sydney and married my husband. Came to Newcastle, which was it is a small town. Um, it's very Australian and very white. Um, Country town, not
mm,
country,
yeah,
coastal culture of your country town. Everyone knows everybody. went to school together, have their little groups. It's very hard to break in little groups.
yeah,
I was very fortunate to have my husband and his family supporting me all the time. But I remember my first week here, they couldn't understand me at the supermarket. Even if I say cappuccino, that's a word. Everywhere in the world is the same word, cappuccino. They couldn't understand me. It's so frustrating. And I was like, oh my God, these people have never heard a different accent. Because if you go to Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane, I think they are more used to with different accents. But
yeah,
back uh, when I was 13, 12 years that I moved to Newcastle, my accent, which it's still strong, it was strong 12 years ago. It was something that not many people could understand, and that made me very frustrated many times. Even when I was working, I started working in a very low position as a consultant over the phone, which was really challenging. I thought my English was great, and when you work in a call center, you're like, oh my God, what these people are saying, I can't understand, and they can't understand you, and they like, oh, am I talking with an Australian? I want to talk with an Australian. It's like, I am Australian.
yeah, yeah,
So yeah, some days I had many tears, many days frustrated of feeling that yeah, I couldn't. I don't know, like as more as I loved my husband, I was already married and had plans to have a family. I was like, I don't think I will ever fit, or people will ever be like really welcoming me in a small group of Australians that grow up together. I'll be part of them. And to be honest, like I don't think I am, because my husband has his group of mates that grow up with him, and they have their wives, and we have kids of the same age. We are very good friends, lovely ladies, but they are not my tribe.
yeah,
These days I have different friends. I have made my own Australian friends, which I love, and I have my Brazilian friends that we understand each other. We like sort of little things. We like to go to the beach, lie down, and have a drink at the beach because that's what we do in Brazil, and be there all day with the kids. Yeah, and we like to play cards, we like to dance, and every party there is a dance, there is some kind of choreography, and it's little things that Australians won't understand, but there's
yeah,
some other things that now I understand and I appreciate and I admire in the Australians that we don't have in Brazil too, which is a bit more of a respectful and more space and more not invading, which it can feel and be seen as a bit intrusive from our
mm,
culture, because that's the way we grown up. We know everyone's life, and your neighbors tell you everything, and every the manicure, the manicure all her life, and you have to say, "Oh, you need to tell me all the sexual life details with your husband." that's the way the culture is. So it has been very challenging and still is sometimes. Sometimes with the mothers from school, or like, now I understand better, but I'm not gonna change who I am now that I am more mature, and I think I understand better their culture, my culture, and sometimes I think I am more Australian than Brazilian uh,
Mm,
already.
mm,
But that's who I am. I am this mix, and
yeah,
I won't change
it's
for anyone. I will respect them, and I hope they respect me. That's it.
yeah, it's funny what you mentioned because it just resonates with my experience as well. Some days you feel like, I am here, I'm Australian. Some days I feel that I am a completely stranger, isolated, and I don't belong. But
Yeah,
then when I go to back to Chile, I think, well, this is not my country anymore,
yeah,
and I
I
wanna
do that.
come back home. But the thing is, we need to live with that dichotomy. I suppose that you are, you know, you are here and but you may not belong here, but you are in Australia and you have to make your life work here.
Yeah,
And sometimes it's hard. It's sometimes hard. Sometimes you feel that you don't belong. Sometimes I feel that I am isolated here, and it's hard to communicate with people. But the thing is, it's some days because I have plenty. I mean, I live in a beautiful part of the world. I am near a lake. I have a beautiful neighborhood. People is
hey,
nice. As you said, people is more respectful of your spaces here. And I appreciate that. I value that. But I miss my part of the culture as well. But that's the way it is, and we need to learn how to live with that.
yeah.
So yeah, no, it completely makes sense to me. um do you have some sort of resources of support network that has been helpful uh in growing your business, or not in your business, not just in your business, but in your life, so how do you become or meet your Brazilian community, for example?
Mm. Yeah, so I we have a Brazilian community group on Facebook, which
Yeah.
I am part of the management team, me and another person. So we started this like 12 years ago with maybe 100 Brazilians, and now we have maybe 2,000, 1,500. And when we were a small group, I used to promote parties like Carnival every February. Um, and we have a traditional party in June in Brazil, a Junina's party that's very popular. So every June I used to organize these parties, and this is part of my family too. We always did this. My grandfather, my mom, we like to organize and do parties, and we had this, and that's something that I really missed, and I needed that. So I
Mm,
I did for our little community, and especially after I had my child, I want him to learn and to see that we do this is part of our culture. Um, and as the community got bigger and bigger, we had the other groups at the university with younger generation coming, and now they have a big organization that promote big Brazilian parties every year and every now and then. But we exchange a lot of information and favors and support each other through this group on Facebook, which is
yeah.
really good. And I have my closer Brazilian friends, which we all had the kids sort of same age, so it is great to support to each other. Um, and for my work, I am affiliated to this travel agent, And I have great support from other mobile agents and for the owners of the agent, which I use the platforms and systems, and I'm always updating, having training, traveling. We went to Bali in October all together. Um, had Like, it was really good to bond with everyone, get to know better when you're traveling.
No,
So
it's great.
yeah, it is great. I can't complain. There is always a part that, like, now that Carnival is coming, it is a time of the year that is really hard for me, seeing all my family and friends getting ready for Carnival and partying for the whole week. But there's a month of preparation that I feel like, oh my God, don't even watch on social media. I want to be there. I want to be there. But then once I'm there, I think it's too much. It's too many people. That's what I mean. Like, I think I am
Fair enough.
a bit Australian already, because we don't have many people here, population wise, big crowds. And when I go back to Brazil and I'm in the middle of big crowds, I feel like, whew, that's
Yeah,
too
yeah,
much.
yeah. Fair
Uh,
enough.
yeah. And
Are you from Sao Paulo, right?
São Paulo, yeah.
Yeah. So in Sao Paulo, the carnival is still well, the carnival is
It's big,
Brazil,
the whole country,
the whole
yeah, all
country.
around
Yeah.
the country. It's a big party.
Yeah, amazing. No, I've seen it. I haven't been in Brazil. I've been in Brazil, but not in the carnival season. And it's huge. It's like amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
it is
Ah,
huge.
interesting. Do you think that international people bring a different set of skills or perspectives in the community business? Do you think that we somehow bring a different approach to business?
Oh, absolutely. I think Australia, I think they are working on it. Like, they always had a good immigration system, but like, we need more international people in this country. It is a red made of a lot of different countries and cultures, but there is not enough people here, in my opinion. I
Mm.
just went to Adelaide and Kangaroo Island on Christmas and New Year's, and
Yeah.
Kangaroo Island is like a paradise. It's a piece of the world that it's just incredibly amazing. There's no people to work.
Oh,
There's not,
really?
and everywhere you go in Australia, even in Newcastle, there's not staff enough to, so the customer service here. I don't know if it's not valid enough, or if this new generation is all working online and social media, and they don't want to work in hospitality. But um, and comparing with our countries, like a third world countries, which has it's overpopulated, but the service is so good. You sit down in a restaurant, someone comes straight away, serve you there, and as soon as you finish your plate, they take the plate away. They offer you something else. They oversell the products. Would you like another drink? As you're nearly finishing, they are at putting another drink for you. Here it's like, you have to go there and you have to wait and you have to order and something to come to you, and there's no like a smile, a personal touch on a service to say, hey, the only place that I really feel that you get this, you know where it is? In the supermarket, on the counters. If you go to Woolies, they talk to you a little bit and they want to know how is your day going. But if you go in a 5-star restaurant, 4-star, or whatever, any restaurant you go here in town or at the lake, it's very bland and
Yeah.
basic, and you have to ask. Most of the times you have to say, please give me some attention, because there is
Yeah.
none.
Yeah, it's funny because I noticed the same, but not. I mean, not everywhere in my case, but yeah, I've noticed that it's like it's like an office work for some people, and hospitality it's more like a like making friends and having fun and being
Yeah,
nice and being generous and giving a smile and making people feel good. So it's funny because I've seen so many people doing it just for the like if it's an office work, like if like
for the
it's
money, and they
yeah,
doing
for
like,
the just for the money, and that's fine. But in our cultures, those kind of jobs are very valuable, and people make the most of them by helping the customers to make them feel good and having
yeah,
fun with them. So it's a different approach, and it's a little bit of a cultural thing as well, because I don't know if you think the same, but in my opinion, for example, South Americans are a little bit more warm and a little bit more, open, as you said. That you have
yeah,
a positive and a negative, but we're a little bit more friendly, probably. I don't know. I don't
yeah.
know. In general, but people varies. I mean, you have friendly people everywhere, and I've seen here super warm and friendly people, Australians. But in general, I think that there's a little bit of a lack of customer service as well.
Yeah, I think yeah, immigration, like international students or international workers in general, would definitely bring a different approach of customer service in every industry, different industry, and even like in a office work, travel agent that I used to work with, there was a bit of those, we had French, Russians, and Chilean, and myself, and you can see it brings a different atmosphere, a different
Yeah.
yeah. It For me, I love diversity. I love dealing with different people and learning with different cultures, because you see that the world is so different, and there's not better or worse. We are just humans, but educated in different ways, and all the
Mm.
cultures are very different, and um, we can aggregate. We can bring everyone's great things together to a better place, a better environment to work with.
Yeah, I think that the diversity makes environments more vibrant, more collaborative, because
Absolutely. Yeah.
people, they don't have their own all the answers, or there's some things that you don't know, and you support with the other people because they are in the same boat, sort of thing. So we understand that a supporting environment is better than an individual environment, where you have to compete with the guy next door to be better, to
Yeah.
be, I mean, competition is good, but to a certain level. I mean, if you are in a team, you should be able to collaborate with your team, and collaboration works better in a diverse environment, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. Totally agree. Yeah. And
Mm.
I think I think Australians are used to with diversity. There is a lot of immigrants here, and Newcastle is becoming more international with the university, and the city is growing, and people are used to with more different people from all around the world, and which is contributing for the city to grow as well. Different restaurants of for different nationalities. There's lots of Indians. There's lots of Thai, Vietnamese, Brazilians, Chileans, empanadas, and everything. So comparing with when I moved here, which we didn't have this. So I think the university crew has brought a lot of this diverse environment to the city, and
Yeah.
it's growing more and more, which is great. I love it.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. And it's gonna keep growing, hopefully. I just find that Newcastle is very spread out, so sometimes it doesn't feel like their communities, like in Melbourne, in Sydney, where where the people hang out. But it's gonna come out at some stage. We're
Mm.
still, very in early stages, I suppose,
Yeah.
in Newcastle. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I agree. I think the city has a lot to grow still, and more groups. I think now with the immigration system that they are considering Newcastle a regional area, and gives you more points if you live here and you are working in your area to apply for your permanent residence. That's why a lot of immigrants are coming here, international people working in mines, in engineers, IT, and even hospitality. So it tends to grow more. I see from our group of Brazilians, because every week there's like 10, 15 people. I'm moving from Sydney, I'm moving from Brisbane to here. It doesn't stop growing.
Yeah. Thank you. Sorry about that. I don't know. I have do not disturb and still getting calls.
Oh. Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna
Maybe.
edit that part. Yeah. Um. Great. Thank you. Juliana, what advice would you give to other immigrant entrepreneurs looking to start or grow their businesses in Australia?
I would say study, never stop studying, never stop learning, even though like you have university or post graduation in your country. If you move here, everything will be different. So never think that you already know, because yeah, study is always gonna make you grow. It's gonna open your network and understand how they see this industry on this culture, on this language. So study is the main thing. Try networking is it's more possible, and don't give up, because it's not easy. It's not easy. It's gonna be a lot of bad days and
Mm.
frustrations, and some people might call bullying, but it will be people that's gonna sort of discriminate or laugh of you, or think you are weird, or you're doing something wrong or not right for on their opinion, but that's their opinion. And it's
Yeah.
not just keep my motto. It's like I am myself. I'm not disrespecting anyone. I'm being who I am. And yeah, resilience, keep going. If you want to stay, it's a country full of opportunities, a lot of work, a lot of opportunities in all areas. I would highly recommend to stay focused and keep going. Do not give
Yeah,
up.
beautiful. Yeah, beautiful message. Yeah, I suppose that I would say something similar. The opinion of others is just their opinion. It's not
Exactly.
who you are. They are entitled to their opinion, but you need to be sure about what who you are and what you want in life. So you don't let others tell you that you are not good enough, because if you put something in your mind, you can achieve it. So yeah, spot on. I think the same. um Juliana, have you had I think so, but can you tell me about some experiences, or positive experiences collaborating or partnering with local business in the region, or local, people in the region? What sort of collaboration opportunities do you see or do you use in your business?
Well, I see like with the Brazilian community, with hostels, with organizations that want to promotes South America, or wants to do special trips for South Americans that live here and want to go and take your partners or Australian families to visit. There's yeah, a lot to explore in the tourism industry and the travel industry, and also for immigrant for South Americans that are in Newcastle and need support with visa, with counseling, with foods for your soul, our home foods, with parties. So there's so much that I can uh, I can help and partnership with to my community and to other Brazilians that want to go to Brazil, to Chile, to Peru to see their family, and I can help them to organize, to see and to do something special. Like when I organize to take my husband, my in-laws to Brazil, I want to show them the best of my country. I want to make sure they're safe. I want to make sure nothing goes wrong and they feel like they are safe with me, and they, even though they don't speak the language and they know it's not a safe country, it's so beautiful that I want to make sure they see the beauty of people, culture, and the places they will visit. So that's what the kind of partners that I want to collaborate with me, that will have this in mind, and with anyone that wants to provide any service or product for foreigners, for South Americans that are living in Newcastle.
Yeah, amazing. So basically, you look for collaboration, not just in Australia but overseas, so to make sure that your customers have the best experience in the countries they're going.
Absolutely, yeah,
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah, yeah. And I suppose that the role of technology and digital platforms are huge in this collaboration, right?
Oh yeah, there's so many the technology when I did university, and when I used to tour guide in Brazil, foreigners, to comparing to now, there are so many good things and that people, travelers, can use and give them support. But the
Mm,
problem, the biggest problem of people these days, read. Nobody reads anything. You can give them documents, you can give
yeah.
them apps that you would read. I think the with this 15 seconds videos things that we see all day in social media, people are not reading anymore. So it's very
We're
frustrating.
overloaded with information. Yeah, we're overloaded with information. Yeah, and people doesn't have
Mhm.
time. Yeah,
You
it's
can't be
weird
bothered
that.
to read a document that you give to them. Now here's all the information. Mm, you have to verbalize everything, and hopefully the person yeah, keeps in the
Mm,
memory that nobody reads.
mm, mm. Yeah, interesting. Um, so I suppose, how would you adapt your business to cater to the needs and preference of the local customer base? Is there any particular strategy you use uh, to cater the uh, Newcastle Novocastrian preferences, for example? Is there any sort of strategy you use to promote your business in the local
I
market?
have my Instagram and Facebook page, and I
Yep,
am associated with I Talk Travel, which is
yep.
the agent that it's really really well known in Newcastle, and but it's still the best market is recommendation. My clients, when they travel and they come back, they recommend to friends, which makes me really happy. It means that I did something right, and they are recommending to friends. So that's my best. And I don't have any intentions to be huge, to be big, to have big numbers. I am
Yeah.
a mobile agent, personalized. I like to provide a great customer service, to be available to my clients at any time, any day, Saturday, Sunday, whatever they are. I have clients in Japan, in New Zealand, in Maldives, in Brazil, in different time zones, and I want to be available if something happens. So for this, I can't have big numbers. I don't have intentions to have many clients. I want good clients that want a good service, and they know I'll be there. I'm there for them. Um,
Yeah, amazing. So you provide the best customer service possible.
yeah, that's my
Yeah,
goal.
yeah,
We're
yeah.
humans. No,
That's
sometimes they're not gonna think it's enough. Sometimes I want give what they want because I'm a travel agent. I'm not a secretary, and then I'm not
yeah,
a
yeah,
judge. So, but as best I can do, yeah, I will do what I know and
yeah,
what part of my service.
yeah. Amazing, amazing. Juliana, the last question because I know your time is limited. Um, how do you see the future of your business and the role in the local community?
I prefer to think that I have, yeah, I've been growing and growing more a lot next year. Especially, it's going to be a big year for tourism, and I have a lot of clients that recommend me others, so I can see a bright future, and hopefully, not hopefully, but in a stage that I can say sorry, I can't do for you because I have too many clients already. So my goal is just to keep as it is, a little bit more, which I'm happy with. I can provide the service I promise and try to go above and beyond, which and surprise them as much as I can with a quality and good service, and enough to pay my bills and make me professionally satisfied. I don't have intentions to be huge and big because I have, as you know, we don't have maids like in Brazil everyone has, and Chile, or any support in the. So I still need to look after the house, the dogs, the child, and so if I can balance my life making money and giving attention to my clients, that's the future, and that's how I want. It's hard. It's not easy, but
It's
that's the goal.
Yeah,
It's
it's hard, you know. Success is different to everyone, you know. And some people wants the, you know, something help others and having a you know small business and being able to enjoy life and family, like yourself and myself. To be honest, and other people want a Lamborghini and be, you know, success is different for everyone.
yeah,
And to be honest, for me, having a family and being healthy and you know giving my kids the best education and living comfortably, it's success.
yeah,
And for us, you know, coming from South America, as you probably know, it's a lot, you know, being able to do that, to provide to our family, to be able to have a beautiful house in a nice place and be able to travel once a year. That's for us is success for many of
yeah,
us, right?
yeah,
So you know that's great, you know,
yeah.
not everyone is the same. Yeah.
Oh, if I can keep doing what I love, which is travel, providing travel to everyone. I love traveling myself, so I want to travel as well. And when I'm traveling, I'm hoping I can have a break from work because my clients will be traveling as well. So yeah, but I love planning. I love learning. I love to see the pictures while they're there. I love, yeah, that's what I love doing. That's successful for me. Do what you love, and what I've been doing all my life, and what I stood for. That I'm complete doing this.
Yeah, amazing, beautiful, beautiful message. Thank you so much, Juliana. Thank you for joining us today. I
My
hope
pleasure.
you have a great rest of the week, and I'm sure you're going to be very successful, and you are already, so
I
that's
hope
great.
so. We are.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We
uh,
are.
and uh, and we are going to basically promote your business through this platform, and hopefully you're going to get more clients. But guys, if you are interested, Juliana, do you have any information
Let me
about
see
your
if I
business
can.
that we can share?
Yeah, so it will be on the other side, right? But I am a mobile agent. I got
Yeah,
Facebook. If you look Juliana.travelagent or Instagram Juliana.travelagent. Yeah, please reach out if you are planning a holiday. I can help. Or see your family in Chile. I'll take
yeah,
your
yeah. we
yeah. And
already we already booked a flight to Chile like last year,
oh,
and
nice.
we just going straight to my parents' house, and it's very boring, but it's something that we have to do.
Not boring. That's what we go there for, isn't it? To see
Yeah,
our
yeah,
family and eat the foods and hug and yeah, be part of all the family gossip.
yeah. Are you planning to go to Brazil lately?
I am
As
going in
Yeah.
March. Yeah,
Ah,
can't wait.
nice. Yeah, cool. Yeah, cool.
Mm.
For how long?
Just 2 weeks,
Yeah,
very quickly. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Me too. Well, thank you so much, Juliana. All the best. God
Thank you
bless.
so much for inviting and wishing you all the best with this project. It is very important for our community to share, learn with each other, and see that we're not alone. Everyone's on the same boat, but we
Yeah,
are very brave just to be here speaking another language every day. Yeah, we are, and yeah, being very brave and
trying to
strong.
contribute, trying
Yeah,
to add value to the country, and make it more inclusive and diverse.
that's it. Thanks
Yeah,
for
that's it. Thank you, Juliana.